Hello, Sam Owens here, and we're going to review the Shark filter replacement kit that seems to be just the ticket for maintaining your Shark IQ robot. So we're going to demonstrate how to change the filters on all of the places on the Shark IQ system. So this is what you get in the kit. You get 4 of these filters that go in the robot, the blue ones. And there is one filter that's a black one that requires a Phillips screwdriver to take it out, and you can clean it and always have a spare. We'll go in that. This is the Premotor filters, and also each one of them has a replacement disc that goes in there. These are the Hepa filters, which are the post motor filters that as the system is cleaning your floors, the air expelled is filtered so that your house isn't full of dust and all of that. So this is important to change these out periodically. You get a nice brush with a little claw that you can reach in places and pull dirt out of your system. It's very important to maintain your robot if you want the system to work properly all the time. There's also a cutting blade right here that I'll demonstrate, but you'll get, and this is a replacement brush, you'll get hair, fibers, thread, what have you. This will help cut that. You'll also get 8 side sweeper brushes. It takes 2, and you'll always have a new one when you need it. As the brushes wear, sweeping against the baseboards, they're going to wear out. Okay, you get 2 of these brushes, rotary brushes. And we will begin on the tower. This is the robot. We'll put him over to the side and bring the tower out. Now, the tower has 2 points here that must be cleaned. These are the contacts, which will meet with 2 contacts on the robot, which I'll show later. But it's a good idea to take a rag or something and be sure they're nice and clean. Okay, on the top, this is the reservoir that holds the dirt that comes from here. And there's the button that does it. Hold it over a trash bin, pop it, it'll drop out, check, make sure. Then you just slide her back in until it snaps. Okay. On this side is the post motor filter. It filters the air coming out of the motor. Push down on that button and it'll hinge out. Tab there that fits down there. Here's the Hepa filter. You pull this, and there's also a foam filter in there that adds a little added protection. You can wash that filter and dry it out very dry. Do not put it back in wet, so make sure it's dry. Okay, to change that out, and here's what you do, is look down there. The dirt will be on this side. This should be nice and white. When it starts turning dark, or you see a lot of dirt in there, it's time to change it. And all you do is grab one of your replacement filters. Mine hasn't had very many action, maybe 4 or 5, so it's not bad yet. They say you go 30 days, so we've got a little time. But you just take one of your new filters and put it in there, making sure you put your nice dry foam in there. Okay, and make sure it's in there tight. Take the tab with the writing up, put it in the bottom until you hear the snap, and it's good. On the other side is the Premotor filter. This one is very important because it's going to filter the air that goes into the motor to create the suction. So we pull on these 2 and lift it out. Again, there's a tab on the bottom that goes in there to put it back. And here's the filter. Now this is an important part because this is going to protect your motor in here. If you don't properly maintain the filter and it gets extremely dirty, you're going to lose the suction power that's pulling the dirt out of here, and also you're going to get dirt into your motor if you don't have the proper filter. So what you do is pull on this. So your new filters are right here. Now, since this is so dirty, I'm just going to go ahead and change it out because it's pretty dirty. Now, you can clean these off and wash them up. That's why you got so many. You can wash them and always have a clean one, and they will last quite some time. Now, with one, let's open her up. And here's the little pad that goes in the bottom. Okay, and there's a pull ring on either side, or a tab. You can put it in either way, but whichever way you do, there'll be a stain on the top. That's the way you want to put it back if you're going to, after you wash it and reuse it, put the same side down. Okay, clean everything off. All this area as best you can. Now, you take the new filter and you slide it over like that, and it should completely cover all of those vent holes. Okay? If you don't have this type of filter, you need to get this kit and you'll be assured of getting the proper Shark filter. Okay, pop this one in like this. Pushing it down, and then you pop this in. Push her down there firmly. Then you pop this in with the tab down into that slot. The writing will be up. Push her until she snaps. Now the next thing we do is come over to the robot, pull him around to the back, and right here is the collection bin. Now this is the dirt capture bin for the robot, and what you're going to do is it's going to have a filter in here that you need to maintain. It pulls right out of there, and you can see that it's pretty dirty right in there. So I can bang this on the edge of a trash can. So you might want to go outside when you do that. And I can use my brush, and I see all kinds of dirt coming out. So you don't want to do this inside the house. And this will last supposedly a month, but you just examine it. When this side should stay pretty white, if this side starts getting dark, that's the part that is going into the system. It's time to change that. But once a month would be enough. When you do a little cleaning, it should go. But if you want, you can change it earlier. You would replace it with one of these blue filters, which is the same kind right here. And it'll only go one way, and that's like this. If you try to put it in the wrong way, whoop, if you try to put it in the wrong way, see, it won't go. So it's got to go like this and push right in there until it's firm. Now, you open this up and you want to look and see dirt that's down inside of there, like that right there. This brush is going to help. You've got one of these that you can change out. It requires a Phillips screwdriver right there to unloosen and pop this in. Then close her up, and then you stick this in like this. This is the up part, and it'll only go one way, and you, there, snap her in. And there's a little trap door that as it backs up to the base, this door, you'll hear it close, you don't hear it open. It'll open up, allow the dirt to be sucked out and into this bin. So it's cleaned, and then what we do is go over to the other side. We have one more operation. We can change the brushes out, the side brushes here, and you just snap these up. I'll just pop this up. There. Put him there, and there. Okay, and then take two of these and just pop them back on there. Any particular way will work. There, they just snap. And when they snap, they're good. Okay. Now, one of the other things is you pop this wheel out, and you can use this to clean any dirt. This wheel needs to swivel and be free to turn, because this is getting a workout when he's working. He spins around. Make sure the little recessed area is plenty and that it freely moves. Okay? Then once you're finished cleaning that, push it in and snap it. Okay? And then it should freely turn. Okay, the other thing, come back here. There's two tabs here for the brush. You pull them forward at the same time, lift this up. There's a little brush here that you can kind of make sure it's clean on the inside. Okay, put him back. And then this just lifts out. And you're going to see this side is a little different than this side. So be sure when you take it out that you put it back the same way. And what you want is make sure this all spins like it's supposed to. Clean it all up. If there's threads in here and fibers across here, you can use this tool to come along and cut them. There's a cutting tool there. Okay, we're going to show you the replacement. We've got a few of those. That one's pretty good, but I'm just going to go ahead and put a new one in. And you see he's ready to go. All right, everything's nice, brand new. All right, this is the side that's going to go in that area. This has a little cradle area that's going to take it. All right, you put this side in first into that recessed area, and then this side you're going to spin it until it only fits one way. And once it's in there, that's fine. Before you do, might be good to look down there and kind of clean out this area all good with a brush. All down in there, and then put him back in there. Okay, there. And then put this back on, and what it is these three tabs go down this way. There's the two holding tabs. So you put it down in there and then push it until it snaps. Okay, that's all good. Right here are the two contacts that charge the robot, and they should be nice and clean. You could even take a rag and clean them off if you have one available, and make sure that they're not buildup of dirt and what have you. That is it. Make sure these are operating properly and not bound up or anything wound around them. And also there's sensors here. This is the front of the robot. There's two sensors here that watch for drop-off stairs and what have you, and this is what backs the robot up when it senses that there's a drop-off. There's two on either side, one on either side, and they also, when it comes in contact, will back away from the drop-off. So you don't have to use the bot tape to mark off staircases. That's another feature that comes with it, a tape that will keep the robot from going to areas that you don't want it to clean. So that's something that you can work with. All right, that pretty well concludes the filter maintenance. If you maintain the filters, the Shark robot is going to operate to peak performance. this is the kit that will work for you. I want to thank you for watching, and hope you'll get yours soon.